Mi nombre es Thomas Wong, donde de Hong Kong. I'm a certified public accountant in Hong Kong. I run an accounting firm which I established together with my partners in 1986. And since then, our firm has grown considerably. And in 2006, I decided to start up a very special unit called the Latin Desk, which at that time no one was even daring of enter into the Latin American market. So in 2006 February, I employed the first Latin American staff from Colombia, and thus I began my Latin American journey. And over the last 7 years, I have helped a lot of Latin American companies from Colombia, from Brazil, from Argentina, from Chile, from everywhere in Latin America to come to Hong Kong to set up operations in Hong Kong as well as in China. And to date, we are now actively serving over 300 active Latin American clients from all the Latin American countries and Spain. And what made me so interested in doing Latin American business is just because I always believe as a businessman, we should stay away from the familiar and going to something new. Something new in 2006 at that time was Latin America. So I decided to enter into Latin American market through the help of a great friend of mine who was the ex-consul general of Colombia in Hong Kong at that time. Her name was Mrs. Olga Valero. So comes into the equation that when you do any business, you always need to have good network and you need to have good friends. If you have good friends, people will help you. And I have lots of good Latin American friends, and they have helped me a lot during my Latin American journey all these 7 years so far. And I expect the business of my Latin desk will keep growing and growing. This is my first time to Colombia. This is my first time to CESA. There are so many firsts that this visit has produced it for me. The first time in Bogota, your great city, I landed in Bogota on Sunday, 2 days ago, and then the first time that I had the chance of encountering the marathon which was held on Sunday in Bogota. And well, I would like to say that I like this city and I like this country a lot, and my connections with CESA dated back a few years ago when I started to hire the first CESA student from this school called Juan Pablo. And he has worked for me for 2.5 years, and a few months ago he decided to come back to Colombia. So I believe in life, there are so many things to do in life. Even as an accountant, even as a businessman like me, I can, through my platform, I can do a lot of things which other people would have possibly thought of. So I will do my best, and I will continue to work hard on this Latin American journey. Coming back now to the Latin American and China relationship, I think that with this new budding relationship between Colombia and China, it will create a lot of business employments for Latin American students as well as for Chinese students who are willing to go to each other's country after their graduation. I believe that after the visit from President Santos to China last year, the door has indeed deeply opened for a lot of Chinese investors to come to China, to come to Colombia to invest. And reversely, a lot of opportunities will be given for the Colombian businessmen to go to China and invest. So trade is all about connections. Trade is all about free flow of people, free flow of information, etc. So therefore, the visit from President Santos to our country last year will bear a deep significance, to the future impact of students, from Colombia and students from China. So looking ahead, with this new budding relationship between Latin America and China, apart from business, I will see that there will be cultural exchanges, more cultural exchanges between the two countries in future, as well as more student exchange programs will be held in future. So I hope through my part as an accountant, my visit to CESA will pave the way for some future exchanges between the two countries for the students who would like to visit one other's country.